I tell you what, if you come to Chesapeake City, well, you can't come to Chesapeake City without going to Chesapeake Inn. This is John Marco Monticelli with me here. And John, you know, one of the things that you've done, I mean, you've got to love what you've been able to accomplish here with the Chesapeake Inn, first of all. And now the expansion and being able to do weddings, banquets. I mean, the room we're standing in right now is just one of many places they can do it.
Yeah, we have a ton of different rooms and options for somebody when they come here. Obviously, we're in the ballroom right now. So if somebody wants to do a nice, elegant ballroom / wedding, you're on the water, we're one of the nicest facilities probably in the area. But we also have smaller rooms for, you know, smaller event, rehearsal dinners, bridal showers, birthday parties, graduations. We have an outdoor area, which is beautiful, you'll see later. We have smaller, you know, casual areas for bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, birthday parties. So when somebody comes here, we kind of have one-stop shopping depending on what they're looking for.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, I mean, there's not a better place. This is becoming the place for wedding destinations. In this show here, we're going to be talking about that quite a bit because we're also going to be visiting. One of the things you can do, you can have your entire wedding party down here, including bed and breakfast, staying overnight, you know, the whole wedding party.
And that's really what Chesapeake City's gearing towards because, you know, with Pell Garden and other areas in town, people can actually have an outdoor ceremony on the water. They can have over 30 rooms in town with the different bed and breakfasts where people can spend a night, walk to their venue, so it eliminates the driving factor. Then you have a spa in town for hair and, you know, the girls' makeup. You have photographers that live in town. So you have a little bit of one-stop shopping.
Yeah.
And there's great little stores. So now, you know, you have guests coming from far away and they have something to do. They can go check out the other stores. There's other restaurants they can come dine in. So it is a nice little getaway.
Right, because I'm looking, because there's, you know, nice places to have breakfast in the morning, nice places to have dinner. I always tell people, because this is my favorite, because when it comes to food, you guys do it. I mean, you got your deck. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. But you have your restaurant upstairs. I love coming over here. What a great way to entertain your wife, or you know, very elegant. You know.
Yeah. Again, we try to give everybody something. You know, if you want a casual dining experience, you go down on the deck, get some brick oven pizzas. If you want to have a nicer experience, bring your wife upstairs. We have fresh fish. We have great steaks. So you know, you can decide where you want to go depending on what your mood is.
Right, and then if you haven't been over to Chesapeake Inn, you definitely want to experience it because, as you said, there's so many different venues within this one.
We call it like a mini resort, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It just, you know, people can spend the whole weekend here and just hang out. So.
Yeah, and it doesn't stop because summertime's your season. There are no ifs, ands, and buts. But I got to tell you, when it comes to the Chesapeake City and especially the Chesapeake Inn, you guys don't lock the doors and go away and come back. I mean, you're functioning year round. And what a view! Because when you're standing in here, it could be summer, winter. It doesn't matter. You still have that same view.
Yeah, and you know, we've been here 20 years now. So a lot has changed in the 20 years since we've been here. You know, obviously the marina is a huge part of our restaurant. Having 60 slips, people can come in by boat just to have lunch or dinner, but they also spend the night. But, you know, there used to be in the winter where there wasn't a lot to do, but now the town and other restaurants, we all try to work together to have different things happening each month. So Chesapeake City is not just a summer place anymore. You know, we have events in December and October, March, April. So we're trying to make it more of a year-round destination. And it's a slow process, but it's been happening.
Yeah, and when you talk about that, because I love it, I had an opportunity to come down here. There's nothing better than to be here on the day they light the Christmas lights on the water it's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and they leave that up and people drive around through it and everything else. But if you're looking to plan a wedding, I mean, you've got it all right here for you. You can have your reception, you can have your bachelorette parties, you can have guests come stay at the bed and breakfasts. You've got the facility here. You can have the wedding outside, inside. There's so many choices for you here in Chesapeake City, especially the Chesapeake Inn. But I want to, because we're up here in this area right now, but I want to show what you're casually dressed.
Yeah.
You're great for the deck. Let's take a look at some of that.
Okay.
I brought my wife here a couple weeks ago, and we sat right out here, and what a fantastic. You added this a couple years ago. I mean, I remember you out here. Because when it comes to it, people got to understand, this is your own sweat and blood, right? I mean, you put a lot into it.
I have, and my whole family has, and it's been a long process, but every year we try to, you know, add back to the restaurant or see what we can do to improve it. This was a great addition, this terrace, because 3 years ago we needed a spot for outdoor dining, but also a little bit more upscale. You know, people love our deck. brick oven pizzas, you know, having beers, drinks, partying. But up here you have that little bit nicer event. Intimate. You know, it's only about 40 or 50 seats. You know, it's a little nicer, you know,
intimate dinner.
Yeah, right.
And that's what I had with my wife. I mean, we came down here, we sat back here on one of the tables back here, had a great view of the water, and it was just her and I, and it was great. I mean, and
the one thing that people really like out here too is the grill. The grill's right behind you there, but what we do, you know, a lot of times the happy hour parties or, you know, it's just a little birthday party where, you know, the chef will sit there, grill up some nice lamb chops, shrimp, you know, assorted sliders, and people just go right up to the grill and grab something to eat.
Well, that's what you were talking about, you know, different areas that you can do different venues for yourself, you know. Great place to have an office party right here.
Definitely.
You know, and just come up, like you said, have the grill going, and you close off this to other folks at that point.
Yes, we
know.
do, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really nice. And then, of course, wintertime, I love the fact that you guys have added, it is enclosed, so you can still have that atmosphere. You got heat in there, fireplace, the whole works. You know?
Yeah, it's great actually in the winter because we do enclose it, but you still have the clear sides. And you know, when it's snowing and there's snow out there, you can be having dinner and have a great view.
And enjoy this. I tell people, you know, you got the ocean real close by, and people like going to the beaches and stuff like this. This is more my style. You know, it's just great. It's very relaxing. Even your deck, when you're down in what you call the casual area, where people are at that, it's a party, but it's very relaxing still. I mean, it's different than going to the beach to their bars and stuff down there. You bring in entertainment on a regular basis.
Yeah, we actually, you know, come, you know, May through September, we do entertainment 6 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, during the week it's more of a laid-back type of entertainment, duos, trios. Friday and Saturday night we like to do a lot of nice dance bands inside, and then on Friday and Saturday we also do a little late-night DJ action, and then, you know, Sunday afternoon we do a little duo at the Tiki Bar. You know, Friday happy hour, a little duo at the Tiki Bar. So it gives people that different option. Hey, I want to go dance and have a good time Friday and Saturday night, but if you just want to chill by the water, have a beer,
you can do that as well. Great, and like you said, grab a bite to eat. Different menu downstairs from what you have upstairs. More of that bar menu. I don't want to call it bar because it's upscale bar.
That's what we consider. We do consider it. It's like an upscale pub fare. You know, our brick oven pizzas are very popular. The burgers are all handmade, Angus beef. We do really great with those because Monday night's half price burger night. Tuesday's half price pizza. You know, Thursdays we do frozen drink specials, Wednesdays we do taco special. So every day of the week on the deck, you can come here and get a nice special. People seem to enjoy it, and they love it. You know, our happy hour is great too, because we do all of our draft beer half price.
Yeah, and then of course got plenty of seating. The deck is huge. I mean, I remember when I first came here and you were getting it was just concrete. The Tiki Bar wasn't there. I mean, it just keeps adding to it. But the nice thing is, because I want to talk, because it's year round, and that's what I want to be sure people understand. The deck doesn't close. I mean, this part of it might, you know, but the inside, you've got down below.
Yeah, the inside stays open every weekend, and we actually put a tent outside that we heat starting in October through April. So what happens is on weekends, you know, we do have some extra seating on the outside part of the deck, and it's heated. People love it. It's a little more intimate. It's not as crowded as the summer, but it's a nice, you know, spot to grab a bite and also listen to music.
Entertainment. I mean, I came here a couple of times during the winter, and I was really surprised. It's all for you. This is Chesapeake Inn in Chesapeake City. This is John Marco. When you come, be sure you say hi to him. And John Bragg, you met him last time. You got a great staff. I got to compliment your staff before we go, because every time you're treated like you're arriving at a royalty country club. I mean, valet parking out front. You know, it's all here for you, so definitely come down and check out Chesapeake City. For John Marco and the entire staff, thanks so much for watching. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more.